You're listening to a segment of the Inside Rock podcast on IWW Radio, Niagara Falls. Go to jabberguys.com to hear the full episode, as well as other Inside Rock episodes with
Oat,
Queeks,
and Cha, the Jabberguys.
Welcome back to another episode of Inside Rock with
Oat,
Queeks,
and Cha, the Jabberguys.
On this episode called For Your Ears Only, you like that, eh?
I think you're going to be able to say that without messing it up.
We had $5 bet that he was going to choke.
No. We're going to be talking about James Bond theme songs and the history of them.
Nice.
And the title actually was offered by our guest. We have a special guest this episode.
We have a special guest?
We finally brought her in?
No, it's not the stripper.
Oh my gosh.
No.
One of these days.
Yeah,
just order a pizza.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they deliver now.
Yeah.
Sorry. So, we have a special guest. And are we going to cue the music for our guest or what? The themes? Are we going to...
In editing?
Yeah, I was going to say, dude.
Oh, in editing.
Fuck.
Okay, just don't have to pause it.
Dude, what do you think? This is 1989?
Not pause it. So that was 1:20. Mark that down.
I told you you'd fuck it up.
Why are we stopping? Let's keep going.
We can't stop it.
Beautiful.
Okay, so our guest is a movie aficionado. I would describe this guy as, and his name is Oz.
Oz, like in the Wizard of Oz?
Well, I don't know. We can ask him that, but I think he may be a wizard.
The great and powerful.
Yeah. When it comes to movies, I know that whenever I have a movie question, I call Oz.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You go right to the Oz.
Yeah. Oz, how are you, buddy?
Great. Thanks for having me.
All right.
All right, then.
Good. So you're going to give us some inside scoop on these Bond theme songs. That's what I hear.
Yeah, I got some facts for you.
All right.
Great, because I was told I didn't have to say anything today, so.
Well, that'll never happen.
Thank God for that.
No, that'll never happen.
No,
Oh, my
true.
gosh.
I know. That's okay.
Yeah, so, we've had how many James Bond movies now, Oz?
Well, it's hard because there's a new one coming out, but it keeps getting pushed. So officially, there's 24 that have been officially released.
Right on, 24 films. Wow, that's quite a history. Yeah, and the new one is called?
The new one's called No Time to Die, and it's supposed to come out this October. So,
hey, you know why Daniel Craig has gray hair in this new film? Because he has no time to die.
oh, good.
That was an awkward silence.
Oh, come on, that's awesome.
Yeah, we're going to have to put the laugh
no
track.
time to die?
Yeah, we'll add.
Oh, I get it.
Dye his hair.
Oh, I see. I get it.
We'll add some laughter and editing later.
We need canned laughter track.
Yeah, we'll put something in there.
That was pretty good. I don't know.
You don't happen to have a boo track, do you?
Oh, yeah, I can get one
All
of
right,
those.
good. That might come in handy tonight.
Yikes. All right.
Okay, so let's start off. We're going to go in order? We're going to bounce around? What are we going to do?
I think we should go in order, right, Oz?
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Are we covering every year, every one?
Oh, we're going with every one, baby.
Wow.
Yeah, right
Okay.
on. Right on. All right, so Oz, give us the first one.
Well, the first Bond film, if you have seen it, maybe not, but a lot of people know the theme song. It's iconic. It's from Dr. No, 1962.
Right on.
1962.
Yeah. Now, that one didn't, there was no lyrics, was there, in that one?
No, it's full instrumental. It's just that classic Bond theme, the do-do-do-do.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Right. The gun down the barrel of the gun with the blood coming down. Everyone knows that. It's pretty iconic.
Yeah, for sure. 1962. And who wrote that?
It was performed by John Barry's orchestra. So John Barry actually had involvement in like 90% of these songs. So
Wow.
yeah, pretty great theme. Everyone again knows it, but there was controversy around it about who actually wrote and composed the theme.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
So what's the controversy?
Well, there's a guy called Monty Norman. He's actually credited with composing and writing the theme, even though John Barry said he wrote it himself. But it's been proven in court, I think, a few times now that it actually is Monty Norman's song.
Oh,
and,
nice.
Yeah, but even though John Barry's the Bond guy, he's the one who's associated with it.
Yeah.
A lot of people probably don't even know Monty Norman's name.
You know, I'm going to be honest. Until I went to this list and I started looking at them, I didn't know who Monty Norman was.
A lot of people probably don't.
And you know me, I'm a huge movie fan and a Bond fan as well, but I didn't know that.
That's right. Yeah, I know.
Now, is this the only one that has no lyrics?
There's actually, I think there's three
There's three. Okay.
that are fully instrumental, but this is obviously the first. And
Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
Yeah, that takes us to 1963, back to back,
that's right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
From Russia with Love.
Yep. Robert Shaw as the assassin.
Right.
It's a good one. Yeah. And this one's fully instrumental as well. It's just pretty much John Barry's orchestra doing another instrumental version. So they didn't really get lyrics until the third film.
Wow. And that was a big one. I don't want to jump over From Russia with Love too quickly, but yeah, I mean, it's funny too. You know, you look at the Bond films when they were released, it was 1962 and then wham, 1963. Right. And then 1964, like year after year.
Did well at the box office then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, they did great. Well,
but now you have to wait like 4 or 5 years for a Bond movie to come out.
yeah.
So, you know what? I can't wait to get to 1963 because it's probably
64.
Oh, sorry, 64. My bad. 64 because it's probably my
that's
one of my
when-
favorite Bond movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Oz. Give it to us.
Well, it's Goldfinger. Yeah, Goldfinger from 1960.
I knew you guys.
Come
were
on,
gonna
you
do
gotta.
that.
That's classic.
I'm never going to watch that movie again now. Yeah.
Very,
I think everyone knows that.
of course. So tell us a little bit about Goldfinger.
Well, as we said, yeah, this is the first one with actual lyrics, a vocal performance from Shirley Bassey, who actually went on to do 2 more. We'll talk about those as well. But
Wow. Nice.
yeah. It's definitely one of the most popular theme songs from a Bond film, I would say.
And one of the most memorable Bond girls. I love that name.
And
Come on.
tell us what it is. Come
Pussy
on.
galore, baby.
No, they did.
Pussy galore.
That's something like I thought we would think up in one of our podcasts. Pussy galore.
Oh, come on. It's classic.
In that era, 1964. I'm so surprised they could get away with that.
There's better ones.
They were very sexually charged, these Bond girl names. And, you know, I always thought growing up that, you know, Austin Powers was a spoof of the Bond films, if you remember those movies.
Of course.
You know, they had really kind of inappropriate names as well. I thought
Ivana Hump a lot.
right. or a lot of vagina was the.
That's right. I was trying to think of that one.
Well, how do I remember that?
So, you know, I thought it was really, you know, a stretch, but then you realize that in Goldfinger, yeah, it's pussy galore. I'm like, well, it wasn't too far off, was it?
That's for sure. No
I'm
kid.
so surprised they were able to do that back in '64.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was awesome, that scene with her painted gold laying on that bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Who's your favorite character in Goldfinger?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Odd Job.
Ah, of course.
It's got to be Odd Job.
Chopping the head off that statue with his
Right,
hat.
when we were little, we had the action figures, and Odd Job had that spring-loaded arm that he would toss his hat. We'd be chucking that at each other.
I've got that at home.
You do not. I'd freaking kill you if
I
you
just
did.
wanted to see his face.
Along with the Hot Wheels.
Yeah,
Well, that
nothing.
I've got.
And Green Ghost.
Yeah,
Anyway, it's another podcast.
That's a weird and wacky podcast.
That is,
thing.
for
You have
sure.
to listen to those.
Yeah.
Okay, on to 1965. Actually, you know
Yeah,
what?
65.
This may be my favorite Bond movie, Thunderball.
You know what?
Really?
It's pretty popular. There's no question about it. No question about it.
Yeah, I remember watching this one for the first time in the Princess Theater up in the balcony. Yeah.
What, reissued? Obviously.
No, 1965, man.
You watched it
Yeah.
in 1965
I
at the
did.
Princess Theater.
It's not hard to believe. Remember how old he is.
So you actually saw that in the theater.
I did. Yep.
That's pretty cool. That's
Yep.
pretty cool.
I saw it in the theater. Like I was pretty young, but
Yeah.
remember, yeah.
So who did they get to sing the theme song?
Well, yeah, Thunderball came out in 1965, and this one's interesting because they had 2 theme songs that they actually recorded intending to use for this movie before they went with the eventual performer.
Oh,
So the first one they actually got was Johnny Cash.
No.
I know, it kind of sounds cool and different, right? Johnny Cash recorded a track. It was called Thunderball, and You can even listen to it on YouTube. But
Oh my gosh.
really, when you think about it and you listen to it, it's way too Western for something like a Bond movie. It feels like a John Wayne movie song,
Yeah.
And then the other one.
So they made the right choice with Tom Jones then.
Well, Tom Jones, yeah, you're right. He ended up doing the song, and it works better definitely as a Bond theme. But the other one was Dionne Warwick. She recorded a song for this as well.
Really?
Yeah, it was called Mr. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. It's actually on the soundtrack.
Hey, that was the name of a Robert Downey Jr. movie.
That's right. Yeah,
and Val Kilmer, wasn't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
But
I didn't know
you can
that.
hear it on the soundtrack. They recorded them, but they went with Tom Jones in the end.
I can't remember that song. I've got them all on my playlist, but I'm trying to remember how that goes. Yeah, it's not very memorable for me for some reason.
Yeah, it's not one of the more memorable ones, I would say, even though it is Tom Jones, sort of major singer at the time. But it's not too iconic, I would say.
Yeah. And okay, do you want to move on? We want to move on?
You guys have to let me know when Roger Moore takes over.
Oh,
we're getting close.
Yeah.
We're getting close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the next one is You Only Live Twice.
That's a great name for a movie.
It is a great name. Yeah,
It's great.
I know.
Those first four came out back to back consecutively, 62, 3, 4, and 5. So they finally took a break, and this one came out in 67.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. So You Only Live Twice was performed by Nancy Sinatra.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
Okay, can I assume that's Frank's wife?
It's his daughter.
Oh.
Well,
welcome to the podcast, Ja. Nice try. There's a relative there somewhere.
These boots are made for walking. They did a duet,
right, yeah.
father-daughter.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they actually wanted Frank.
Educating me? I don't get it.
He's looking at me like with the blank stare, although he usually looks like that. So, I mean, it's hard to tell.
I'm quite familiar with that face.
Yeah, it's true.
You guys can kiss my ass.
All right.
Kiss, kiss, bang, bang.
That's it.
All right.
All right, yeah, go ahead, Oz, before interrupted. Go ahead.
No, yeah, you're close. Yeah, it's obviously Frank's daughter, but they actually asked Frank originally to record it, and he said, "Actually, I want you to give this to my daughter instead." And they did.
He suggested it, and when Frank suggests something, you do.
Oh yeah,
it.
you have to.
Yeah, let my daughter sing it, or you're gonna have a bullet in your throat tomorrow.
You know what? Highly possible.
Hey, whatever you got to do to get the gig.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty good song. And another group that actually recorded a track for this movie, and they rejected it because Frank probably threatened them, was was the Beach Boys.
Oh, are you serious?
Wow.
Yeah, it was called Run. It was called Run James Run. You can hear it. They recorded it.
Run James Run.
Yeah, that's what it was called.
Run, and James.
I cannot picture a Bond tune with the Beach Boys.
No, it didn't fit at all. Yeah, it didn't fit at all. It was way too psychedelic sounding, and they made the right choice in the end, of course.
Yes. Run till your daddy takes your Luger away.
Luger?
Whatever. What was his gun? His gun was he used a Walter PPK.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
are you going to put these tunes in the show notes so people can listen to? Like, is there YouTube links or something we can listen to?
Oh, for sure. There's a Spotify playlist of all the Bond films.
Okay.
You got to hear the rejected ones too. There's some of them are hilarious.
Those are the ones I want to hear.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny you say that because the next one, there is one that was left out because there's one done by Louis Armstrong in 1969.
I had never heard of that one.
Yeah. We Have All the Time in the World is the name of the song.
Yeah.
And it was the secondary theme to On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Am I right in there, Oz? Am I all over that?
You're totally right. Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, the last words uttered by Bond's character in On Her Majesty's Secret Service was, "We have all the time in the world."
Thanks for listening to this segment of the Inside Rock podcast. To hear the full episode, go to jabberguys.com and listen to our episodes with
Oat, Queeks,
And Cha,
the Jabberguys.
Remember to go to our website, jabberguys.com, to subscribe to our podcasts. Inside Rock, and weird and wacky world.